When has Jerry ever cared about dropping something in season or what we perceive as in season? Never. And I guess that's carrying over to colors as well, because we're almost at summer, like 80s, 90s out if you're in the Midwest. If you're in the California, if you're on the West Coast, I feel bad for you. I know a lot of people in California that are upset. They're not really getting hot weather. We have it here in the Midwest though, and Jerry said, I don't care if it's almost summer. Brand new Essentials Black collection will drop Wednesday, June 7th, which means I'm doing my best just to get the word out to say, hey, if you're curious, if you're interested, there's a new black collection that's dropping on June 7th, and this will be short because the actual rundown to announce this on the website, fearofgod.com, it's short too, but you can see this or have seen this on Instagram on the Essentials page. So it just says the black collection, a refreshed offering of our most coveted pieces in new shapes and proportions in an essential black colorway. Now you have some people who will say when there's a color that's darker than black, then they will wear that. But until then, black is their go-to. And I don't wear black a whole lot or all black myself. I tend to brighten it up a little bit, or I guess I do have a lot of neutrals in there, whites, grays. There's some black, but it's like a wash black, a faded black. We'll get to the whole wash black in a second about something related to that. Very excited. But I wear a lot of neutrals, and black is technically like devoid of color, so I do try to add some color in. But yeah, the black collection, I don't know. Let me just say this right now. Am I going for anything? Not at this moment, not right now. There was a drop that meant a little bit more to me, and it wasn't just sprung on me last minute for this week. But you can see a few of the items that will come out for the black collection. He didn't go into extensive detail in terms of the looks themselves, so you'll likely be able to dive a little bit deeper into each individual piece when it actually drops on fearofgod.com. But thanks to JMN, I will have some shots for you guys based on his Instagram stories, because he is literally like, it's like a treasure trove on his stories and being able to see a snapshot or a sneak peek at things that are coming out by Jerry. So this just says updates include cleaner design details such as hidden pockets on hoodies and crew necks, fuller silhouettes for additional drape and comfort. So the improved drape that I am interested in for some of the items. Now the pants look to be much more oversized, so I would take that into account if you intend to get something. Like pants look to be much more oversized, but we see a tank, we see pants. It looks to be footwear, I will say that, from maybe 8th collection that he's worked in there. We have a look at the new design for the front of an Essentials crew neck, maybe a hoodie, quite possibly. So if you scroll a little bit further down, right, so it will say available exclusively Wednesday, June 7th on fearofgod.com. But if you scroll a little bit, you get a full look on a much lighter piece on something that looks to be like a wheat colorway, and it says Essentials Fear of God. But if you recall, can you think back to Mainline, to one of the previous collections where the baseball tees said Fear of God and it had baseball on there? Definitely that vibe. So I appreciate it if that's the new design, the new direction we're going in. But let's just go ahead and take a quick look again at some of the stories that JMN shared. So he's smart also because he watermarked his stories, which, listen, just give people credit also. I think you can do that. It's easy to be a good person on social media, but he's also smart. Just ask someone to go ahead and make sure that his name is in the actual shots themselves. So the running shorts, you can see it's not tone on tone just in terms of the actual draw cord itself. So you have a contrasting draw cord there for the running shorts, and those look to be the shorter running shorts. So be mindful of that, men. If you didn't like that shorter cut, these are not for you. Relaxed trousers. The relaxed trousers are always oversized, no matter what. Like anything relaxed tends to be much more oversized, but the pockets do seem to be more angled like towards the front. There looks to be a zip closure, which will be really nice if you don't want anything to fall out of your pockets. And then contrasting draw cord as well on the pants themselves from what we can see. A black knit polo. Now I actually have a knit polo. I've just never gotten around to showing you guys that on camera, so maybe I'll just do a quick vid on that finally. But you have a knit polo, and this really has no branding outside of like Fear of God on the back tag or back shoulder, top of the neck, which is really, really nice. Again, if you don't want a whole lot of branding anywhere. Classy, got to go into an office. I think that looks nice. You have a button-down shirt. Now the cuffs look really interesting because they're not like traditional cuffs of a button down. They are more of these elastic cuffs, so I don't know that that's something that I would necessarily get. You have have a coach's jacket, which if you guys have never actually seen the coach's jacket, which you should have, but in terms of a video or trying on, I have one. I will link that below if I can remember to, just so you can see what it fits like on me and the sizing that I have in that specific video. The detailing on the back is certainly different. So you have the brand new, again, Essentials Arch, Fear of God underneath. The new item that does look to be new, something I would be interested in, just not right now when we have like 80s and 90s weather. Maybe I wait till it goes on sale. Like if other retailers get this, and side note, I don't know if other retailers will get this, but if other retailers get these items in the black collection, then I can likely wait until Essence has a sale, because that served me well recently. And a lot of the new items you guys have seen me pick up, I've just waited for Essence to get those in and then discount them. But we have a black cable knit hoodie. So remember when we had the knit hoodie, right? It was the best of both worlds. It was like a knit piece that's super comfortable, and then you have a hoodie, which is just like amazing on all fronts. You combine them together, and then we had like the ultimate knit hoodie. Okay, well now we have a cable knit hoodie, so it's like the best of 3 worlds together. I really like it. Hopefully we would get additional colorways. So that's really all that I have been able to see so far. The site says exclusively Wednesday. So it says exclusively, so there's a chance it never drops on any other retailer site, and you would just have to go to fearofgod.com, and things tend to go on sale a little bit less there. Now when they do, they're like some deep sales, but they tend to go on sale a little bit less on the actual official website itself. So if you're interested in that, Wednesday, June 7th, go ahead, have at it. All black collection for myself. Again, I'm not intending to pick up anything from that, but I just wanted to share that if you missed it on the Essentials Instagram. But we know something else is dropping that is black, but it's more of like a faded wash black. I like to think of it as the Jordan 1 vintage wash t-shirt, and I secured my pair because shout out to amazing friends, okay? So close friend James, who is a gem when it comes to pairs because he has an amazing relationship with his local shop and he's always buying from them. So they actually had down to the smaller sizes. So if you take a look on Sneakers app, the washed Jordan 1, washed Heritage 1, I think of it as the washed t-shirt 1, they have sizes that go down to like smaller sizes for the men's, not just grade school, but men's. And I was like, man, listen, I want the profile of the men's cut, but of course in my size, so I was willing to go ahead and just get a 7 again, like I have for the Lost and Found, but they had a 6.5. Oh y'all, it's like it was just meant to be. I really appreciate it, because if you try getting on the Flex app lately, I can't, because for whatever reason it keeps giving me an error and I can't get on. So my washed Heritage 1 secured. I can't wait for that to arrive. Now it is a rather basic Jordan 1 in reality, but I love that because I can wear it with whatever all the time, especially all of my vintage wash t-shirts, but then you can mix in a lot of color as well. And I will as soon as it arrives. So good luck on anything if you choose to go for it this week. I really appreciate the positive feedback on the recent video that I dropped, just saying, hey, this is what I've learned in 5 years on YouTube. I have no idea where this goes beyond it, but I really appreciate you guys tuning in to any and all videos. I'll have a follow-up video, actually 2 videos in relation to the Jordan 2024, or at least what we know so far that's gonna drop for spring. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.